Welcome back, everyone. Doing a different video today. It's gonna be on a game called Planetbase. I don't think very many people know about Planetbase. I enjoy it. It kind of shows how. Let me show you. You got these 4 different planets, and these are your levels. Regular kind of is what that one be. Hard, very hard, and probably won't never get 10 achievements. But what this is mostly doing is you're going to click on a planet, and what's going to happen is you're going to pick a location, which I'm not going to do that right now. I'll show that in another video. But you click on a location, press start game, and then what that's going to do is it's going to take you to a specific spot, and you're going to start a new colony. In this one you have 7 colonists and 2 bots, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a challenge, because I was actually not aware of this challenge. So this one's called Mining Station Alpha. I really have no idea what this is, so if all of our people die, that's not my fault. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Let's just put it like that. So, this is how all the games start. Shows how many people you got, and it should be 7 and 2. But it don't look like it. These are not. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 6. Ooh, that's a different kind of. Wow. It's a little bit different than the regular campaign. Actually, a good bit different from the regular campaign. You don't have this many bots at all. So we need to accumulate 100 units of ore. Okay. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. Let's find. We'll start kind of in this area, maybe. Let's see. No, we'll go this area right here. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we want to go ahead and construct this like we normally would construct it to start off. We're going to make sure we have an airlock, oxygen, connect these two, and we definitely got to make sure we have enough power to power us through the night. So we're going to make us a turbine, wind turbine, yeah. Nah, we're going to get this going so that it will power through the night. Water extractor. We do need one of these. Let's see. Oh yes, we can put it over here. And then we need a power collector. And I like to make that kind of big, but not too big, because we need to save our ore, our metal. The ore turns into metal, and you'll see that here shortly if my guys don't die like that, which can happen. Trust me, it just happened right before I started the video. That's why I restarted the video. Yeah. Don't ask. Alright. So we need to get. What do we want to get? We need to make sure these people stay alive. So we're going to put a biodome. Now, the reason I didn't make that biodome too big and only needing 2 metal and 2, what do they call that? Bioplastic, is because we have 5 compared to the normal, which is 7 or more. So, hey buddy, you gonna go over here and build that? No, I guess not. I guess the bot's gonna do it for you, even though you were closer. Lazy ass is what you are. Yes. Okay. So back to this. Now, that biodome, we'll think about that in a second. Here we go. Let's put up a mine. We need to mine here. Maybe I can get a second. I'm hoping I can get a second mine up right there. I don't need to see that. And there goes electricity. electricity. Uh-oh. Alright. Time to get a solar panel. Definitely need a solar panel. Like ASAP. That needs to be a priority. Hurry up. Hurry up. Speed it up, speed it up. Oh, we have no wind, so this power does not power our stuff, and we need wind, and it's starting to pick up and it's going back down. Oh no. Alright. Yep, build that. Okay. Solar panel's gonna power a little bit, but we need the wind turbine to keep turning, because we're running low on electricity in a hurry. See if we can't power this one off for now, so we can try to make it through the night. If we can make it through the night, it would be wonderful, because we're halfway through. There goes the wind. Stops it. And we're going to be out of power. No, no. Alright. Whoa. Sorry, guys. My fault. Alright. There goes the power. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Let's hope this ain't gonna be game over. Come on. Come on. Time for the solar panel to go into work. There it is. Alright. We're going to be good. Okay. So, let's get the biodome working. Do we have any biologists? I'm not sure. But we need to make some food, just in case. So, I like to start with the medium level stuff. And do radish. And tomato is so hard to keep up with. Lettuce. There we go. And I think that is a biologist, I'm pretty sure. Alright, yep. Okay. So, after we get that built, we're going to come back here. We're going to make a canteen. Everyone needs a canteen. Once again, we're not going to make this one too big as well. So, say 4 is as big as it can go, but I'm not going to make it a 4. But where do I want to put it? Let's put it, yeah, let's do it right there. So, after, I'll explain that in just a second as well. We got to get some water for them or they're going to die of thirst. That's something we got to make sure of too. And constructor bot, where are you going? Come, no, come back. Fine, fuck it. Okay, here we go. There we go. See? Look at our power collector. And we'll make it through the night for sure. Very easily. Okay. So now we need to go in here. And we need to put a water fountain. And a... Oh man. Crap, I didn't think about that. I didn't make it a 4... One that does 4, so I need to delete that. There we go. Ooh. Alright, we'll get to the mission in just a second. Alright, there we go. And the water fountain can be put right there. I'm gonna put a little table right there. And as a reward, when we start getting stuff built... Oh, I forgot. We've got one more thing we've got to build. Disabled in this challenge. What? Oh, maybe storage. We'll throw it in storage. That's what we'll do. No, we won't. Yes, we will. Yeah. Let's go with a 4. Now, I'm realizing that we are going to be limited with our metals and our bioplastics because we cannot build this, I can't remember what the name of it is, but we can't use it in this challenge because I guess that's part of the challenge. So be it. Let's try to focus on what we do have. And let's make them a nice sleeping quarters. And we need to expand on this because if we don't, we'll start losing our power because we're building the buildings, and it won't be able to hold that much. Oh man, no, no. Oh wait, there it is. Yep, there it is. Hopefully I can keep going this way. I don't know yet. We'll see. So I'm hoping. See, this is our ore, or for some reason it's not letting me click on it. Oh, we gotta get 100 of these guys. Now, let's see. Nope, we don't need to go there. Let's see what we got. Stats. Ore. So we got about 8 or so ore. No, 9. Okay, yeah, then they're good. So that's what I'm keeping track of, and we gotta get to 100. So if we just keep this up, we need to put that. Oh, I know why that's not right. I turned it off. My bad. Alright. And as a reward for working so hard, I'm gonna give you a little TV. And after the TV, we're going to go over here and give them their sleeping quarters, their beds. There's not much difference between this one and the other one that was shown. I'll show that one in a second. I like to keep these close to each other because, let's see, is that one gonna fit? Yes, perfectly. So we got 5 beds in there, hopefully, if I don't run out of bioplastic, which I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't have enough. Actually, okay, fine. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, 5 beds for 5 employees. Now we have 1 bioplastic left. Now we have to think about this very carefully and how we're going to use that bioplastic. We've got a couple of metals left over. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 metals, which can keep our. I guess we can build 1 more. Let's see here. Build 1 more power collector. I think 1 more power collector will. So that's going to be 3 metals that we have to use right there. I don't think that's too bad. So that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 4. One of the 2. Something like that. Alright. So as long as we keep food going here. Now like I said, we have 1 bioplastic left. This we have to take into consideration on what we build last. Now, can't build that. That requires at least 2 bioplastic. Storage, we can't make any more storage. Airlock. And an oxygen generator. Okay, so what this amounts to is we really can't do much with that last. Wait, where are you going with that? Please tell me you're putting that in storage. Actually, uh-oh. Somebody needs to go fix him. Where's one of my constructors or engineers? Could my engineer do it? I don't know. There he goes. See, they're fixing him. Let's put use this last one right here and put up a mill maker, and that's the last of our bioplastic. We've got 3 power collectors. All 3 are fully functional and full. And now we need to focus on getting ore. Now, how much ore do we have? We really don't need these, but we need to focus on ore now. So, let's use some of our metals and make another mine. I'm hoping, there we go. Connect these two. So now that's going to be 2 and 1. So we'll use 3 metals, and we have 3 right there. And I think we have, what, 2 more? 1, 2. Okay. So let's hope. Let's make these priorities now, since we've got what we gotta do on these. And let's see how many we've got now. Nope, sorry. Clicking on the wrong stuff. There we go. 23 ore. Okay. And we have 1 metal left. Fantastic. What can we do with 1 metal? Anything new? Not really. I really don't think we can do anything with 1 metal. Landing pad, no, wait, whoa. I could, but I'm gonna have to make a connection, and the connection is 1 by itself. So therefore we are actually out of luck. Just gotta keep these guys doing what they're supposed to be doing. All we need is 100. Excellent condition, and good condition. That's fantastic. Okay, let's check water. How's water supply? We are good. Like I said, we got these 3 power collectors when the sun goes down that we have powered off of this wind turbine and that solar panel. Oh, I made that a large, didn't I? I didn't mean to make that a large. Huh. No, I don't want to do that, do I? That would be a bad idea. Yes, it would. We're not going to do that. We want to focus on these 2 as well as making sure everybody has the food and they're getting sleep. And we need to make sure that our storage don't get too full. Which I don't think it will, because we'll have to start using some of these spares when some of our stuff starts going bad. See, it's starting to go from, it's about to be at good instead of excellent. That's it, excellent, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Alright. Let's check our number real quick one more time. 33. We are past 1/4 of the way there. So this is kind of how you would start the colony. You really want to make sure you get the airlock first, and that's where everything begins, is really the airlock. And then the oxygen generator is going to come off of the airlock. Now, my preference is to start building power supplies, specifically the solar panel. And the only reason I say that is because most of the time the wind turbine is not offered. So you would have to buy the solar panel first and then the wind turbine. And then I'll make sure that I have one of these two first, and then a water extractor, so they don't die of thirst. And that's where the water fountain comes in right there. Other than that, when you start making your way through, after you have the essentials, like I said, power, water, air, oxygen, then I come here and make a biodome to where we can keep people fed. And that's what these three do, is feed. So when you see how they, I don't know why they're going over there with that. Okay, so when you get these, they'll be pushed to one of these meal makers, and what the meal makers do is they make one meal, these little things that look like bowls and steam coming off the top of them. They will make one of them, and that was what feeds our employees or our colonists. And then I make the canteen. That's my next thing that I make. Usually I hold off on the storage, because most of the time we can keep stuff where it was earlier, like out here. But usually right after the biodome and the canteen, depending on the situation or the scenario, I will either build the canteen or the I can't remember the name of that, but that right there, but I can't show it to you because it is disabled in this challenge. But that is what we would use the ore and the bioplastic. That's what's made in there is metal and bioplastic. And starch is, we would use these, one of the 5 of these, and put it down right there, and that would start making our starch. And then the starch can be taken to this building right here, and that's where the bioplastic gets made. Now, like I said, we can't build anything else at this point in time because of our lack of supplies. And that's pretty much the main point of this challenge. And then in the campaign, after you have started getting colony, you want to make sure you finally get a landing pad. That can be later on. You want to make sure you get a mine a little bit after. But if you want to keep your colonists happy, build a bar. That's what that is right there. Yes, it is a bar. How you get alcohol into outer space, I'm not real sure, but you do. My one humongous colony is, which I'll probably show that in another video later on, because I want to start showing off this game, Planetbase, because it's actually a game that not very many people know about, but it's a game that people need to know about. It's actually very time consuming and fairly good game, really. Now, I'm starting to think about the situation that we're in. And the situation that we're in is the fact that we can't do that, can we? I was going to try to build another storage, but it looks like we can't do that, only because it takes bioplastic, and we do not have bioplastic. Unless we're going to need a total of 3 bioplastics. So, let me look right here. Let's do this. Alright, lettuce, radish, onion. Let's take the radish up. So that will give us 1 bioplastic, like so. And then let's take 2 beds. Yes. And yes. Gives us 3 beds. And we only have 5 colonists, so that'll be okay. And we will recycle this solar panel. Yes. And that'll give us 4. Why did we not have a connector right there? Okay. We'll deal with that later. And let's make one more storage. And that storage is going to be a 2. And that was, how big is that? Okay, that's a level 4 storage. This one's a level 2 storage. I think I have everything I need. There it comes, yes, I do. And the reason I'm doing this is so that we can get the rest of this, our ore into this supply. Because actually we're making a whole lot of food that cannot be stored in our mill makers. Okay, why do we not have, we've got 2 open spaces in the mill makers. Oh well, that's fine. And we've got 1 metal left. What to do with 1 metal? What to do? What to do? I would, but I'm just not gonna do it. Well, it looks like we could have a problem. So we need to start shutting some things down real quick before we get really out of hand. Keep the power up. Oh, come on, wind. Come on, man. See, I get to thinking of these things, and it actually causes more trouble than it does good. Because I really don't want to do... Oh, I can't do that. Man, uh-oh. Wait. No, I didn't want to turn off the water. I clicked the wrong button. Alright, let's check storage now. See what we got. Hopefully we're getting close. Okay, 61. We're over halfway. But we need way more than what we got. 39 more, I believe. Was not that good math, guys. Okay. Just take that into consideration for me. Crap. Alright, wind's pushing that. Keeping us alive. Our 1 wind turbine. You're doing good, old buddy, old pal. And we've got a whole lot of wind. So that's going to keep us going through the night. And that's okay. As long as we can get at least halfway through. 1 power collector can power us through a half a night. So if the wind would decide to just stop, we could handle it. Repairing the wind turbine, which is smart. Alright, how close are we? Oh, I put priority on that, didn't I? Yes, I did. And that's why I need to pay attention more to my surroundings, obviously. Alright. We do need the wind picked back up, which it is. Excuse me. I'm thinking that this challenge will be over here pretty soon. So what we need to make sure that they do is we need to slow down the process of them making food over here in the biodome so that we can make more room for the ore that needs to be put in these storages. And I'm pretty sure, what have we got, 83%, 89%, we need to get this food out of here. So, this is going to be a rash decision, but what would you say if I decided to get rid of that and, oh, I forgot to open them. We need to watch this. Alright, there goes our power. Wind is dying down. No! There we go. See, you just got a little bit more. Would be nice. A little bit more. Speed on up. No! Don't go down. Alright, we're about to start the morning again, so. Wait, I don't have a solar panel up, do I? No, I do not. Crap. Let's open this back up so they can at least go to sleep in a bed instead of laying on the floor. But I think what we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do it because I just want to. We're going to take this and we're going to build one more refrigerator, meal maker as they call it, right there. So that we can maybe get some of our stuff out of here and have it put in the meal maker. See, now we're making more room. We're still at 88%. Now let's look at how much power we've got. Not a whole lot, to be honest. And the power is low. Oh crap. We need to take this into consideration. Power off. We need the wind turbine to power more. How many is that? What does that take? We need to let that get to 100%, and then I'm going to tear this down. Because we need a wind turbine, we need a solar panel back. I just don't think we can power. I was making these rash decisions, and we can't power our buildings. And that's going to be a problem here very soon. And I said it right before it happened. And if we do not have power, we do not have oxygen. And when we do not have oxygen, our employees, colonists, die. So, let's get rid of it now. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Let's make a small solar panel. Small. Like so. Alright. Let's hope that this solar panel can get us going again. We just don't need our guys to die. Come on, come on. Y'all have... No, we don't, do they? Dang it! We've got to get rid of that. We have no choice but to run with 2 power collectors to be able to get this going. And once again, that's my stupidity. Wait. What? I don't understand. We'll do 1. Where are you going? Don't take that away. No! Alright, now here's our solar power working again. I am hoping that we can end up keeping our guys alive. Now we've got one metal right there that needs to be over there. Okay, I guess not. So can we demolish that and make a solar panel? Yes, we can. Hopefully. I'm hoping. We're gonna run out of energy. Electricity. There it goes again. So we're not even halfway through the night. And here comes our problem. Now, the wind's just high enough for us to be going positive with this. I'm actually getting a little bit nervous because I'm so close to having this completed. And we're running these simple mistakes that I have made that's actually costing us. Now that wind turbine is kicking it up, son. I thought one solar panel cost one. That's what it said. Solar panel 2 plus the 1. Fine. So could we get rid of this and end up with the bigger one? Yes, we can. No, we can't. It's getting too late, guys. It's too late. I'm getting freaking tired and not thinking clearly. Let's see our numbers real quick. We haven't checked numbers in a while. 88. Oh my gosh. There we go. So we need 89. We need 11 ore. And that is all. If we can survive till then, we can do it. Alright. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. Keep producing. That is so bad. Like, they're going in and out of that. So non-efficient. The door opens and closes so fast. Look at that. Look at that. So non-efficient. Could be so much better, but I guess not. I guess people do things different on other planets. Ha ha ha. And no one gets the laugh out of it. Yeah. Alright. Are we close? Are we really close? 93. We need 7 more ore. We can do this, people. I'm counting on y'all to get this done, because I've done as much as I can do. Now, as soon as we get to 100, then maybe the challenge is over. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we're at 94, so we only need 6 more. Now let's see our storage capacity. 97% and 97%. So we need people to take the stuff out of there Just like so. Okay. Stats. 95. 5 more pieces of ore. We're close. We're real close. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen after. If this is the end of the challenge or not. And I know I pulled a stupid. We got all of our power back now. That was my fault. 90, I'm gonna take a wild guess, 98? Oh, 97. We're close. Is that 99? 98? 98. 2 more. Guys, look, if y'all get y'all's crap done, I can load y'all back up and send y'all back to wherever the heck y'all came from, Earth, whatever. One more piece. One more piece of ore. We're so close. Watch us just die. We're just gonna die like, boom, we're dead. Okay, so, I've definitely accumulated. Wait, what? Why did it not say? Fine, okay. Just kidding. Oh, wait. They've gotta come collect. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Yes. So, if we get rid of that, and they start wanting food, we can open up storage in here, be able to move one of the ores in here, and then we should have it. Yes, I have gave them rations now. They are running out of food. This is another planet. I run my government the way I want to run my government. Ha ha ha. No kicker there. Okay, if you didn't get the pun, that's okay. For the little noobs that decide they want to watch YouTube all day, that's for y'all. Y'all should not get that pun. Probably about, what, 18 or older, old enough to vote, let's put it like that. Maybe that's giving a hint to you 12-year-olds who are sitting there watching YouTube, which is fine. Build one more water fountain. I'm hoping that this is all we need. Drinking fountain has been built. Oh man, I thought it said achievement. Nope, it's not going to say that. Because I need one piece of freaking ore. Ridiculous. You know what? Get rid of that one piece of metal. Nope, I can't get rid of that one piece of metal. Yay! Alright guys. That's going to be game and my first video of Planetbase in a challenge. I plan to make more videos of this. Like I said, it's a game worth looking at, worth trying out. I recommend it. Stay tuned for more. Thank you, and have a good